look on a massacred, my boy.
Hey guys, what's up? So the developers have finally announced the release of Argus's Revamp. This image was posted on their official fan page yesterday. I'm guessing he will be available next week on the official server. But there is a problem. On the last update, his attack speed growth was nerfed. That is a big hit on his attack speed. If we do the math, he loses 28% of attack speed when he reaches level 15. That's like minus 1 attack speed item. Here is a stat comparison at level 15. Another nerf is the weaker passive skill damage, from 325 down to 260% damage. This means his normal basic attacks are now stronger than his enhanced basic attack. I think they shouldn't call it enhanced anymore. Maybe they should call it diminished basic attack. Here is a quick DPS test on the new and old Argus. With no items, the old one has a higher DPS. If we add more attack speed items, we can see a bigger lead with the old one. And remember, the old one has full HP. You'd see a bigger difference because the old one charges faster with a low HP. To make up for the nerfs, they adjusted the damage of Demon Hunter Sword on his passive skill, from 50 to now 80%. I played him several times and his attack speed was quite frustrating if you don't build attack speed items immediately. On my previous video, I can use Blade of Despair as my first item, but now I find him so slow if I do the same build. I had to adjust because of the lower attack speed growth. For this game, I'll be using Demon Hunter Sword as my first core item. I'll also use Windtalker to make him attack faster. So what does this mean for Argus users? Well, you will definitely see a much slower Argus because of two things. One is his passive skill animation, where he kinda pauses a bit before releasing his third basic attack. The next one is the lower attack speed growth. Those two things will make his DPS lower compared to the old one. But there is still good news about his revamp. First is his passive skill is easier to proc, and each time it occurs, he will be healed. His first skill will have a second phase dash even if it doesn't hit a target. His ultimate also has a shorter cooldown on all levels. And the most important one of all, he now has burst music when using his ultimate.
Kill or die!
Anyway, we still have one last update on Advanced Server before he's released. Hopefully he gets buffed before his launch next week. So what changes do you think should be made to make him better? Is the new Argus stronger or weaker?
Will end in darkness. Kill! My once merciful heart is burning with fury. Ever since
As you can see, I'm having a hard time in the early game. I don't have that worst damage because I chose to increase his attack speed once it reaches the late game. Basic combo of Argus is first, second, basic attack, and then first skill again to chase the target.
kill or die.
You have slain an enemy. Your team destroyed the turret. Initiate retreat.
I am the only judge of myself.
Alucard is spotted on top lane.
Request backup. Our turret is under attack. Our turret is under attack. Ally has been slain.
Gatot-Kacha is a hard match against Argus. His defense and damage can be scary, so I'm going to aim for the other heroes.
You have slain an enemy. Killing spree. Push first. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Ally has been slain. Mega kill. You destroyed the turret.
Windtalker is a good item for pushing because it deals extra damage against minions.
But that would be
Your team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat.
don't ever
Initiate retreat.
the name. Revamp.
As you can see, I'm avoiding Gatot-Kacha. His defense is like a nightmare against physical attack users like Argus.
Killing spree. Okay. Mega kill.
The world born in darkness will end in darkness.
Unstoppable.
My once merciful heart is
I can see all the enemies on the other side of the map. Now is a good time to steal this bottom lane tower. I'll just hide here patiently while waiting for our minions.
Triple kill.
If it wasn't me, I'm afraid it would be Revamp. Only the strong.
Ally has been slain. Shut down. Request backup. Push Mars.
Shadow is my heart.
You destroyed the turret.
My once merciful heart is
I had to retreat here because Eudora is almost alive. But my ultimate cooldown is still at 6 seconds. I could have ended the game right there if only my ultimate was available.
Launch attack.
don't ever see her name.
Ally has slain Orb.
My once merciful heart is burning with fury.
Ally has been
Kill! Die!
You destroyed the turret. Enemy has been slain. Ally has been initiated.
Even with a full build, I'm still afraid of Gatot-Kacha.
Bloodshed and violence.
Watch how easy it is to close the gap with his new first kill.
Legendary.
If it wasn't me, it would be
The That's what you get for saving up on his ultimate.
Don't
Our
ever say
turret is
her
under
name.
attack.
The name. Roughly.
You have slain an enemy. Initiate retreat.
Some may fear it, but that wouldn't be me. There goes my mercy.
Launch attack.
Kill!
You have slain an enemy. Kill. Launch attack. Shut down. Enemy unstoppable.
Kill or die!
Ally has been slain.
Bloodshed.
Initiate retreat.
Nourish.
Enemy dominated. Initiate retreat. An ally has been slain. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat.
Here we can see Argus having a heated discussion with his father. Argus is wondering why it took him 20 years to buy milk.
For the
Turret is under attack. Destroyed. Our turret under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Turret has been destroyed. Our base is under attack.
kill or die!
Shut down. Launch attack.
Only the strongest shall survive.
Launch attack.
Bloodshed and violence nourish.
Alucard is pushing at the bottom lane. Luckily, Gusion was able to kill him.
Only the strongest shall survive.
Launch attack.
For the lost
So what can you say about the new Argus? Does he deserve one last buff before his release on official server next week? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.
Victory.